Well, it's good afternoon for me. It's about nearly 12 o'clock my time at Jersey, Delran. Uh, Hope everyone's had a good morning day, whatever time it is for you guys in a Pacific side towards the Los Angeles, or anyone really watching. We have a good day. There's a bit of a gate because we're over in this corner coming around the pathways. But this is like the part of the park side, but it also directs people to where to go in the pathways. It's not gonna be a nice walk here. It's a fair temperature. I think it's later it's supposed to be 65 degrees Fahrenheit. I forgot what conversion it would be for Celsius. I'll check that in a minute. It's a fair temperature. It's a fair day. My hands are not cold as much, but my hands are able to handle the temperature a lot better, a lot longer. So it's a lot better for sure. That's for darn sure. It's probably now is going to be, right now in the afternoon, it's probably 57, 58 degrees Fahrenheit. Aw, there's a bee. I'm trying to see if I can get a view of it. I don't know if you saw that. I see that bud flying around. Cute little fuzzy little creature flying around. Cute. With bees and other different flying creatures, you notice that they're there, but you take your time, slow down when you're walking. It's very nice actually out here, these pathways. I sometimes would jog around here. See them come by. Sometimes in a sense you can sense spirits or something around this forest flowing through the wind. Just flow with it, do your best. So, yeah. I'm looking for my secondary phone. If it's 58 degrees to Fahrenheit, it's actually to Celsius, it's about 58 degrees to 15 degrees Celsius. And if it's 58 degrees Fahrenheit, not bad. So, it's pretty good, not bad. Be careful when you walk around these pathways. There's sometimes vines, so you have to kind of walk around it a bit. But everything otherwise, pretty good. As you can see, the trees very much are, beautiful creatures. There's a lot of beautiful of nature, and there's beautiful creatures here. Leaves have been growing more. Some of them are still growing their leaves back a little bit. It also means that the tree is about partial dead, but you can't tell until the tree creaks, tell how it's actually falling or dying when the wind pushes against it. Most of these trees are pretty big, and you can hear nice, beautiful birds sounds. And the sun's coming up. It was pretty cloudy for most of this morning. Over in that direction it was you come towards the baseball field of Delran, and then going a little further north slightly more, and you go to the Riverside Township, where you'd have the library, the police station, where I've walked around. Library usually, Riverside Library is open at 12 p.m., so it's actually nice to just sit there and take a reading of manga or something else that's nice there about the history of New Jersey or something. Come around this direction, I'm just took a bit of shortcut going a different direction to Dollar General to get a bit of a coconut water, which is good to have your natural electrolytes, maybe nutrients up and stuff. So nice pathways here. Very beautiful here. Coming around here in this direction to the right is usually the rocks are actually neater, but it's kind of been windy a little bit to push them all against each other, and for to fall down. It's actually nice in this direction where there's a lot of sun, a lot of vitamin D. When I have a picnic with my girlfriend, she lays down a towel or blanket or something. Usually a towel, since it can be quite wet on the sand direction right around here. Here is where usually we could find a little bit of quartz. It would be easy to see, just pick up with your fingertips even to get it. So, although you have to be careful, I see a spider. There are a few black spiders, little jumpy ones, Luckily, I thought they were black widows, but they're not. Luckily, they're not. So, this used to be more of a pathway there, in that direction too, towards in front of us, but not anymore. It's already nice, this direction. So, it's taking a bit of a shortcut here. So, it's a little more trees are overgrowing in this pathways, but because they're going inwards, it's in through the roads. We have a nice open space to look at some directions of trees. You see that the leaves are growing. That's new. Usually don't have that. Oh, I just scared a moth. They usually don't have these little parts in these trees. Usually it's a bit dead or green, but it's been more lively since I've been around here feeling like it's blessed around and such. So, all these trees are a bit dead, so I just kind of trim it down and just pinch it off a little bit if it's dead. It keeps, once you basically rip the dead parts of the tree, often keep them alive longer. Better for the environment. As some of the green parts of the tree are coming off, they have the upper parts of the tree a little hard to see, but you can see just enough of the green at the top, but not the lower part. I gotta cross this direction for safety. Give me a minute. Too long. I think this cross is as rough as I thought it would be. Not as rough. Stop to see that this tree usually does not have this much green leaves, but it's beautiful to see it. It was not here literally less than a week ago, but now there's a bunch of leaves. Beautiful, actually. Almost there now. That was pretty good. Didn't take very long. It took like a few minutes. Look at this one. This one was a small little bit of a bush. Now it's kind of starting to really grow as a bit of a tree. Usually it doesn't grow that quickly, but I've noticed that it's growing very quickly. I mean, when I was here for spring, this kind of around this direction, these trees were kind of small bushes, but they're growing fast. So it's actually nice to see them flourishing. I guess you can call the right word for that. Oftentimes there's a lot of nice special rocks or quartz or something about it around here. Although you would have to have good eyesight to actually see the shine or something in the sand. But most people walk around and see just normal rocks or something. But you're just going for a nice walk or taking off your socks to get your feet in the sand when there's nothing in the ground that's dangerous to get. Or I don't want you to get my feet get pinched by bugs or anything, but usually not. So, like a little extra tray from the ground next to another one. I probably just trim some of it down so they don't grow against each other, which sometimes they do, but they grow with each other possibly. But pinch off some of the dead parts off. I can't do all of it too much now, but oftentimes trees and grow against each other, or probably they grow with each other and support each other with the growth within its possibility. As you can see, a couple trees are growing against each other, so they do that often. As you can probably see a bit, that happens. So it's actually very nice today, and I actually like how the weather is. The winds are about weaker than most days. Sometimes the winds are somewhere between 5 to 10 miles per hour. The other day when it was cold, it was about, I would say about, what do you think? Let me think here. 25 miles per hour when cold wind, when it was probably, I think, between 40 to 50 throughout the whole day. It was 40 to 41 to about 50, 52. Some days are like that. I think I scared a blue jay just now from walking. Try not to walk too quickly if you're walking around. You scare certain animals. Yes, there are small snakes, but usually they're not around unless spring, late spring, or late summer. But they're like tiny little snakes, gray and brown ones that are basically harmless. Just basically don't walk around in unnecessary directions and walk slowly. Basically, I've learned that you are in survival app I have. Supposed to walk on the log and not over it, because sometimes you can be under the rock or the logs and be, safe about where you're going. Alright. There we go. A nice walk there. Although it felt like it didn't take as long, but it was a much longer video than I expected. But it was a nice walk by the edge of the park here. Going to the neighborhoods and walking around. towards the Dollar General for the coconut water I needed. Hope you all have a good day.